What's up, all you Kevins? I'm out here and I don't even know where, Mississippi, at my buddy Wesley's place. I'm going to put his little link here for his YouTube channel because he's got one as well. But he's got some awesome cars, as you see behind me. We start off down here with a classic Mustang. Got a bunch of awesome Fox bodies, truck, 57 Chevys, looks like a Ram Air WS6 over there, all kind of crazy stuff. More inside the building. Got a boneyard full of old trucks, all kind of stuff. Let's go see what else he's got over here hiding. You ready? Okay, you're recording. All right, cool. Wesley?
My friend, it's been a while.
It has been a minute. Yeah, so we met, what, 4, 5, I don't know, 4-ish years ago at Ponies and Smokies.
First time we ever went, that's when we met you. You just got your Saleen.
Yeah,
and had it on
the barn
display.
find.
Yes. And I was blown away of how good that event was.
It really is a good show.
I love your car because your car had character.
Yeah, thank you.
And on top of that, it tells a story.
It sure did.
And that's what I like. That's what me and my wife Jennifer get into.
Yeah.
So to meet you, to hear the story, and to actually be there and experience that, man, that was awesome.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
That's cool. I'm glad that.
Yes.
Hey, I love that it's just about those kind of things and what it means to different people. You know, it meant something to you, it meant something to somebody else.
Exactly.
And that was cool because there was so many people that had seen that car passing by it.
Yes.
And that's it. So for them to get up and touch and feel and see it and sit in it, I was like, sit in all you want to. That thing is a barn find, you know? Like, it's rough around the edges, so go ahead.
But it's still, at the same time, it's somebody's, including mine, holy grail.
Yeah, so, absolutely.
You know, no matter what state the car is, it's still, look at it. So, yeah, I get it.
No, I'm feeling you. So tell us a little bit about, real quick, before we get into the little quick car tour, Wesley has a YouTube channel, and it's called Keyes Customs.
Yes.
We'll put the link into it so you don't have to spell it or do that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
How long you been doing it, and why did you start doing YouTube?
Okay, so we've been doing it for going on 2 years. It wasn't something that I wanted to try. It wasn't my cup of tea. But Jennifer, my wife, she was like, you need to start a YouTube channel. And our good friend David Newber was like, hey, dude, you need to start a YouTube channel. And another friend of ours, Rat Rod Bob. And I was like, guys, I don't think I'm cut out to do it. And they're like, man, you're going to be down here. You're a gearhead. You're working on this stuff on your days off. Film it, see how it goes. And I was down here working. Jennifer come down here. She had a camera. I was like, what are you doing? She said, I'm starting us a YouTube channel. She said, hey, if we make it, we make it. If we don't, we don't. So we've been doing it almost 2 years, and we're both still learning. Yeah. And
now remember, you called me and were like, hey, question this, and you guys were like, hey, we're going.
Camera info, mic info, and you know, hey, this right here, this is Lance's guys. I got to get me one of these. But anyway, so we're still learning. Yeah. And I'm not brand loyal to one certain thing. I love everything. Yeah. And that's my main problem. To me, it's not, but Dylan says I'm confused because I'll be Ford today.
Confused.
But I might be Chevy tomorrow just because I love everything.
Yeah.
So
I get you.
If y'all come to our channel, I'm just a shade tree guy. I work full time, and on the weekends when it's pretty, like today,
having some fun in the garage.
We're down here wrenching. And some of it's right, some of it's wrong. We don't always get it right, but hey, that's how you learn.
That's exactly right. No, it's cool. And you have a great place here, lots of acreage, and that's, you know, great for storing and stuff. Finds you, and you ended up bringing it home, right?
Exactly. Jennifer says that we need a Walmart warehouse, that we have outgrown our 60 by 60 shop, that it's time to upgrade. And we're just like hoping and praying that we find the next place to go to. Yeah. Eventually.
Good. Awesome. Well, start here and tell us with this classic, because you were mentioning to me this is a movie car. So give us the rundown. Let's talk about these Foxes too.
Okay. Well, starting off with the 69, we found this on Facebook Marketplace about 4 years ago. I've been wanting a fastback forever. We found it, went and looked at it. I was amazed how good a shape it's in. It's not gorgeous. It needs paint, but it's just a good, solid car. The original 302.
Dev, come show them the inside.
It's never been restored. It's just a car that Miss Maria, she was the owner, that raised her family in and drove it every day. They took it off the road around 1991. And I've been working on it in my spare time. In this past September, it was used in a movie. They got on Facebook. They were hunting a movie car. Some guys tagged me. They reached out. The movie will come out hopefully at the end of the year. and I will let everybody know the name of the movie.
Well, that's cool though. It got used and
Right.
a little bit of fame for a car and fun for you.
So we'll wait and see what happens.
Nice, dude. That's cool. So tell us about this beautiful red Fox here.
I got that from a guy off one of the Facebook groups probably about 5 years ago. He had posted it for sale. Jennifer had her 86 that we had bought from Dylan, and I was looking for me one, and red is my color.
Oh, yeah.
And I come across this one, and I love the car. It's a gorgeous car. It's more of a street strip car. It's got a Lawrence Racing engine in it. It's a Dart block, 377 cubic inch. Set of poured and polished Brian Tooley heads. It done about 630 to the flywheel, but it's fast for what it is. Naturally aspirated, no spray, no turbo, no boost. Tremec 5-speed, of course, all the normal Fox body stuff, K-member, A-arm subframes, 8.8, everything's braced, all 3-inch exhaust, V-band. I mean, it's just a fun street car.
Yeah.
It is bare bones, no heat, no AC. There's nothing behind the dash, just enough wiring to run the lights. And
nice repaint.
Yes.
Got some Scott Rod panels, smoothed a lot of stuff.
Willwood brakes all the way around. Interior's pretty nice. The cage did have door bars, and the gentleman I got it from had removed the door bars to make it more easy to get in and out of. But as bad as I hate to say it, I'm thinking about selling this one. And the reason why is Jennifer wants another 4-eyed car that has air conditioning. This car next to us is her car. And she says, if you decide to sell this, buy me a 4-eyed that's got AC, and I will give you Blanch. And I love Blanch. So that might be what we wind up doing. Who knows? We change our mind like the wind blows.
Okay. Well, I like this car. It's really pretty.
Thank you.
And then obviously this silver one over here, you got from a buddy that's here with us, Dylan.
Yes.
We're down here visiting you guys.
There is a lot of Dylans that come around, but this is our Dylan from Mustang Racing. This car come from him. And it's kind of been in the car family. It's moved around from a couple different owners that we know. But Jennifer loved this car, and I think it's 19,000 miles now.
Wow,
Jennifer?
This is a nice car.
But it's all original body and paint and interior. It's got a nice little built 302. It's got Holly Terminator on it. Actually, Dylan installed the Holly Terminator in it. It's already popped. She keeps her towels on her seats to protect them, but the car still smells new on the inside. It's just a clean, bare bones car. All it's got is heat. Everything works like it's supposed to. This is probably, besides the Saleen and the Ram Air, this is probably the best riding and driving car that we have. This thing is tight. Man, it's tight. And you heard me call it Blanch. Well, every car that my wife owns is named after a golden girl. And she has the full collection.
I love that.
So,
that's hilarious. Dude, this is clean. Very clean.
It is.
You got a nice one here.
Thank you.
I don't think I'd let this one go.
Yeah, appreciate it.
All right, well, number 3 Fox Body. What do we got here?
Yeah, this one here was kind of like the redheaded stepchild. A friend of a friend of a friend reached out, said, hey, man, you want another Fox Body? I'm like, send me details. I go and look at it. The car did not run. It was faded terrible. And this woman bought it brand new, and it had been left neglected under a side shed. So I bought it, drug it home, kind of took it all apart. Jennifer shampooed the interior. I freshened up the motor, new fuel pump, tank, tires, wheels, brakes, and got it running. Even got the AC blowing cold. It could have 25,000. It could have 225,000. Nobody knows. It come with a stack of papers this thick in a Ziploc bag from day one till when she quit driving. And from what I understand, she went to a nursing home and the family didn't want the car.
Wow.
So the car has sit for 15 years.
Red over red.
Yep. But
interior is very clean.
We buffed the old paint out and just went through the little small stuff and kind of fixed it. I even put a little bump back there, and
there you go.
It's a good cruiser. It's something that you can hop in that you're not scared to death of.
Yeah.
So.
Oh yeah, definitely. Oh, I like it, man. That's cool.
Thank you. just bone stock, exhaust and gears is all it's got.
And then you got a nice little Saleen over here, and you were telling me you just
yes.
recently got this, right?
Yes, and
Not
I
too long
apologize,
ago.
guys. All these cars are dirty. They're filthy. They all stay inside, but the dust here is terrible. But
Yeah.
anyway.
Hey, that's okay. We snuck up on you, so
Yes.
that's okay.
This car I found from our good friend Bob Goodson.
Yep.
The gentleman that owned this car reached out to Bob looking for some parts
Okay.
and said that he was going to sell it. No.
And this is an 89,
89,
number 204.
number 204, bought brand new in San Antonio, still registered to the original owner. And it had been in storage, but I feel like it was stored not correctly. And there were some things that was done that's not to my liking that I'm going to change. I'm going to change the hood, and I don't like how they done the caster camera plates here. See how they cut the hood
Yeah.
for the rod to come through? I want to change small things like that.
Mm-hmm.
But she runs great. She drives great, rides great. And I've always wanted a Saleen. But this one was in the ballpark that I could afford,
Yeah.
that I could do my touches and my improvements on and still be happy.
Yeah. Well, Saleens are great cars, and
Yes.
you know as well as I do, and people watching, that Saleen is, you know, I'm a Saleen fan.
Oh, no
you
doubt.
know, and it's nice to see a nice, you know, any year Fox Body Saleen that somebody is out there enjoying.
Yes,
Right?
yes.
Some of them, you know, they get enjoyed just in the comforts of an air-conditioned garage, and some of them they get enjoyed a little bit more.
Well,
So I like that it's being enjoyed, and you're going to do some stuff and enjoy it as a driver.
right,
as well, you know,
right.
sometimes they're too nice,
Yes,
and you don't feel like you
Yes.
can even drive them. You know?
yes. And that's
And as they get up in value, that happens even more to us.
exactly. And we have been guilty of having the real nice car.
Yes.
And Blanch is a example to me. We're scared to death to drive it. You know,
Right. Yeah.
we are a nervous wreck. But like this red 91 GT,
And it's more fun
hop in it and go.
because you're not worried about it.
Right.
Which this, I'm not saying this isn't the nicest Saleen in the world,
No.
but it's nice because you can not necessarily go do whatever you want with it, but you can really. I mean, you don't
Right.
have to feel bad
Right.
if you go and drive this thing, put some miles on it.
It's
or
not
whatever.
a trailer queen. It's not
Right.
a bubble car. And,
There you go.
So therefore, we tend to like our stuff that way
Yeah,
because we enjoy it more.
I do too. Yeah.
But I got bit by the Saleen bug in the 90s. Our good mutual friend, Whitney,
Yeah.
he got his in high school, and I instantly fell in love with him. And I told myself one day that I would have to have one.
Oh,
It just only took me 30 years to be able to get one. So,
Hey, it's worth the wait. The aesthetics of the body kits on these for me
Yes.
personally,
yes.
all the body kit and the wing, this is the best way to
Yes.
improve or to make a Fox body look awesome is
Right.
having a Saleen
Right.
kit on it, right? So
Exactly.
that's what I'm fans of.
Me too. Me
And,
too.
and nice, pretty nice clean gray interior here.
It
Got
is.
the net seat headrest.
There's one little spot in the passenger seat.
Hey.
Could be a cigarette burn. Who knows what kind of activities happened in it?
Yeah.
But
Can be fixed.
yeah. So this little area. But other than that, I'm trying to find the original shift knob or a repop.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
other
John Parker, he'll help you
Oh,
out
yep,
up in
yep.
Massachusetts.
that's true. That's
Yep.
true.
He'll be able to hook you up.
But other than that, I'm
Door panels are really nice.
Yep. And I have the original radio and EQ. It was
There you
in,
go.
it
Good.
was in the car,
Oh, good.
and I got it put up. So, but they didn't sound the best in the world.
No, they didn't.
So,
Yeah.
I
But
put
it's nice to have the original
yes,
stuff
exactly
for
exactly.
values and all that good stuff. That's cool, man. I like this thing.
Thank you.
And
Thank
black, I mean, it's, you know, you got colors here that are red and black, like good resale, good. Everybody loves these colors. You know, it's hard to beat a black car.
I am a red guy.
Hard to beat a red
Jennifer
car.
is black. So everybody thinks it's always red or black, red or black. Well, it just works
You
out.
go
that
down
way.
the line,
Yeah.
there's a little bit of a pattern.
Right.
You throw in the odd white or blue.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I love Ford trucks. You got a really cool F100 here.
This is a 1970. I've had it for over 15 years. It's a original paint truck,
Yeah, it looks
360, 4-speed. I tinted the windows. I lowered it. I done the tires and wheels. I'm still running the original motor, original interior. The miles on it now are 39,000 and some change. That is the original miles. I
Nice.
bought it out of Newhall, California. And I bought this truck when these trucks were not hot. I can tell you what I paid for this truck, and people are like, there's no way. But I gave $7,000 for this
Oh,
truck.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
I have literally
Way more than that now.
I have turned down 30 grand for it.
Yeah, especially an original paint car.
Right.
Yeah, and it's in really straight
But
shape.
I love the way these doors shut on these trucks. I mean, they're just,
Yeah.
they got big heavy duty hinges and they feel tight.
Yeah, oh yeah.
But
Super cool truck, man.
it's filthy.
These. I like them a lot. And so then we change a little bit, and you got some much older stuff.
Yes.
Well, mixed in, you got a Ram Air, you know.
This right
Trans Am.
here come from a friend of ours over in Texas that had a Coyote in it. He decided he wanted to build him an F100. He reached out to me. We met him on Power Tour about 2 years ago, and he said, do you have an F100 you want to part with? And I had a black one, and I said, yeah, it's just a roller. He said, if you let me keep my Coyote drivetrain, let's trade roller for roller. And Jennifer loves this car.
Yeah.
She didn't have an old car besides her Chevelle. She wanted something old.
So is this a Golden Girl too?
This is Sophia.
Okay.
But this one is a little more closer to our heart. Since Chase pulled the Coyote out and used it in the F100 build, it come here as a roller, like I was saying. This is a 302 out of a Fox Body. And my wife's best friend got killed in 1997 in the Fox Body. She had a bad wreck, and she passed a few days later. And Jennifer bought the car from the insurance company. And we've been lugging this engine around all these years. So when we got this car, I
knew it had to be in here.
I tore the engine apart. It's bored 30. We put some GT40 heads, a little F cam. Mostly everything I had laying around on my part shelf, I put into this, minus the March belt kit and some other odd end things.
That's cool.
So
man.
It's running ACES fuel injection. It's a AOD transmission. It's got a 9-inch with 373s. It's got vintage air, but this thing is
It's
a sweet,
looking.
sweet cruiser.
Yeah, it looks like a sweet
so
ride.
we dedicated the car to Carrie, my wife's best friend, and that's the reason the air cleaner has a little memorial on it.
Yeah.
But this is Jennifer's baby. And
Nice.
as you can see, she's not perfect. She's got little bumps and bruises, but hey, this thing draws attention better than anything here.
I bet. Yeah.
And even with it being 4-door, it's so weird. But this is my wife's baby.
Nice. And then you found yourself a Pontiac.
No, sir, that was my wife's 20th wedding anniversary.
There you go. My older sister
a-
had one of these just out of high school. And
Yes.
I loved it, man. I was fun to drive. The WS6 Ram Airs are cool.
When me and her started dating in the late 90s and got married in 01, she always told me that she wanted a Ram Air. And Dylan, our friend Dylan here, he found this. It was in a barn, 4 flat tires and bad fuel pump, and had blankets and cats all over it. And we ended up going looking at it, struck up a deal, bought it, brought it home, and brought her back to life. And I think it's got about 40,000 miles on it now, 47,000 on it.
That's cool, man. This is the Wesley 401k program right here.
Yeah, this I just got. It's a work in process. We actually got it running. We hadn't drove it yet, but it does run now. And I'm trying to decide if I want to put a little blown small block in it and maybe mini tub it, lower it, you know, make it look like that mean muscle car look.
Oh, yeah.
I hadn't decided what direction to go on this yet. It's still on the list.
I got you.
But it's a 62 Fairlane 500. So sweet car. It's neat. It's different.
And you got a couple of 57s.
I just acquired this at Christmas time from a friend of ours named Larry Box. He was actually a fan of our YouTube channel and reached out to me, and me and him got talking. And I had bought up a couple Tri-5s trying to piece me one together, but ended up selling them back to my friend David Newbern. Found this one in my price range. It was probably restored in the late 80s, early 90s. And it's just, it's one of those cars that's just cool, you know?
Yeah.
Matter of fact, this is my first time seeing the floor mats in it.
Yeah, you just put them in?
My wife put them in about 30 minutes before y'all got here. This was my Valentine's present.
There you go.
So,
they look good.
Yeah, they do. I'm sorry, bud.
Look real good.
But it's...
I'm a Tri-5 Chevy guy. I like them. I haven't never had one, but my dad was always in love with these. My favorite is a 55. I love that right angle in the back. But he's a 57 guy. And, of course, he's had all of them. But, you know, these are just classic cars.
I'm a 55 guy too, but right now I'm to the point where I love 55, 56, and 57.
That's good.
So
there you go.
But it's got a little 283 in it right now, 3 on the tree. I'm in the process of building the engine. It's at my buddy Lance Flake's machine shop. We're putting a 671 Roots blower on a little 355 small block, and I'm trying to locate a Tremec 5-speed to go in it.
Nice.
So do disc brakes, you know, all the safety stuff to make it a fun car. If y'all remember the movie Hollywood Nights, that yellow one.
I can't say that I do, but
well, you'll have to check it out.
I'll have to check it out.
That car is called Project X. It's General Motors. Actually, it's one of their test mules they have used for years and years, and it's been through a lot of different stages. But when I seen that car with a blower, and then being friends with David Newbern and being around his car with a blower, it has sucked me in. So.
You got the fever now.
Yes.
You found you a 4-door as well.
This one was a free core deal last weekend, a matter of fact.
Okay.
So since Jennifer has the 57 Fairlane and I've got the blue 57, we decided that our daughter Madison needed a 57. And we were at our friend's house who has a huge car collection. And this one was kind of sitting off to the side. And I asked him about it, and he throwed a number out there, and I was like, I'll take it. So I come home, and I had a C10 that a buddy of mine been wanting. I sold him the C10 and took the money and went back and bought this. So
I like it.
We've
what I really like is this truck boneyard, to be honest with
really?
you. I love trucks.
All the bump side forwards?
It's really like, it reminds me of my grandfather and my uncle's body shop and wrecker service up in Virginia when I was a kid growing up.
Really?
It was the oldest wrecker service and body shop just outside of Richmond. In a little town called Hopewell, and my uncle still has it. And so I'd always grow up, and we had all these old wreckers, this and older, and you know, I'd go on wrecker calls with them, and I just have fond memories of these trucks growing up.
That's amazing, dude.
Yeah, and so you know, it's cool to see all these trucks here, and I don't know, it's neat. You know, I know a lot of these are at this point basically parts trucks.
Yes, they are.
You know, and scrappers, but it's cool to see it all around. And something's piquing my interest over there with that yellow one and the cool hood stripes.
Yeah, like that's the one that's going to come in the shop pretty soon. I've been rounding up parts for that little yellow C10. This took me quite a few years to talk my buddy into selling me that. He built that truck probably, I want to say around 87, somewhere in there. And he had one, and he built this one for his brother. And it's been off the road since '99, but I finally talked him out of it. And
I'm kind of a sucker for yellow sometimes.
Yeah, me too. I want to make a cool little shop truck out of it.
Oh yeah, that would be.
But I don't want to paint it. I am going to fix the rust. But my buddy painted this truck in high school, and for it to hold up this long, I mean, it's got to say something about him, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But
no, that's cool, man.
Yeah.
I like it.
That was just somebody's cool little hot rod, which was my buddy Randy, his brother Scotty. That was his truck.
This is quite the beast here. Jeez.
Yeah, this is what me and Newbern trade back and forth when we get bored. We're fixing to list it on Marketplace. We was going to make a ramp truck out of it, but things have changed. I just got this ramp truck and got it running. I'm going to put an F100 cab out of the boneyard on this truck.
Nice.
I thought that'd be cool to have the bump side ramp truck with the fastback Mustang on the back.
There you go. I'm with it.
So
you got a couple things inside your shop here too, don't you?
Oh yeah.
Let's not forget about those. Great shop here. And as he said, this might be for sale, you guys. So keep watching. Awesome setup with a lift, plenty of tools, lots of parts. Oh, I need a fuel line, brake line, if you have one for my Fox. So don't let me forget to ask you about that.
Dylan was asking.
So obviously another Fox.
Built this car for my wife in 2004. The reason that I remember, because it's written right here on the bumper, the painter signed it. I don't know if you can see it right there. So remember me telling you Randy Bodie in the yellow truck?
Yeah.
Same guy painted this.
And he signed it?
Yep. So I bought this car as a parts car. It was under a tree and had a dog living in it. And when I got it home, Jennifer had to have it. So I blew it all apart, come back fresh, everything. And of course, new hood, new top, new trunk lid, bumper covers. I think we used the side skirts, rebuilt the transmission, freshened up the motor, just a long list of things. And
that's cool.
The weird story about this, of course, it's a golden girl. This is Rose.
Okay.
Is we fell on hard times probably about 10 years ago. Jennifer got laid off, things were tight, and we sold this car. And oh, she cried and cried and cried, and we sold quite a few things back then to try to make ends meet. Well, 10 years later, the people reached out to us and offered it back. And so we brought it home. The car did not run. I got it run and went through, freshened it all up, and she drives it pretty regular. It's just, it's hard to move teeing out to get the one.
Yeah, because all the stuff outside you guys put inside.
Yes, yes. I backed all of that out to clean up today because it's gorgeous and to show you. So
hey, I like it, man. I like it. And then right here, we got an old Camaro.
Yes, this is my baby. I catch the most slack about this car on my YouTube channel. I've had this car since 2005, and so I've had it 20 years. And I have neglected it, but I told everybody, and I'll tell you guys, if we reach 10,000 subscribers on my channel, we're at like 6,300 now, I'm going to pull it out, go through it, and get it on the road. That way everybody will quit hounding me about this car. I mean, she was the cat's meow back in her day, and she's won a lot of trophies, and but it hadn't been outside. It's just, it looks bad because it collects dust in here.
I hear you. And then you talked about wanting and finding this other Mustang that found you right after you bought that other one.
I had been trying to buy this one for years. A good friend of mine's uncle had it, and I gave up, and me and Jennifer bought the 69 outside. And 1 week later, he called and said, guess what? Come get the red 65. And I was like, are you kidding me? I just bought one. So
a few engines back here.
Oh, yeah. And this is Jennifer's 71 Chevelle that's being used as a shelf right now. All original paint, original drivetrain. And her name is the final golden girl. This is Dorothy. So this thing floats like a Cadillac going down the road. The AC blows cold. This right here is a really, really cool car. I've got to get it back on the road. I pulled the front brakes off going to DS for it and just did not finish it up. And now I have the engine out of it. And yeah, it kind of snowballed. So I started with brakes and now the engine's out of it.
I love it. Well, obviously we got other people hanging around, and we've got plenty of dogs hanging around.
Yep.
This one here doesn't know how big he is.
Nope.
He's been bumping us the whole time. I think he about broke my ankle a minute ago.
Yes.
So, dude, thanks so much for the tour.
Oh, man.
Great
anytime.
tour.
Anytime.
Great collection you got going on. I'm sure there's going to be more in the future.
Oh, yes. We
you got that addiction.
Yes.
Right?
Terribly. Ever since I was a kid. And I don't know where I got it from because nobody in my family is a car guy. It's just weird.
Yeah.
My dad wasn't. It was just
it found you.
Yep, it did.
Hey, well, good luck with your channel.
Thank you.
Absolutely. I'm glad that it's doing well. I hope it keeps growing. Obviously, if you guys will continue to support both of us, it's great to collaborate with other people and YouTubers. It's a lot of fun. We both just like cars and doing cool stuff, and individually, his stuff's different than my stuff. So obviously, go give his channel a check out. Give it a subscribe. Hope you guys enjoyed that video. Please comment below anything you have questions for, or maybe if you say, hey, I saw that one thing, whatever, he'll check the comments and he'll answer it for you. And until next time, thanks so much. And again, thanks, man. Appreciate you having us out.
Yeah, thank y'all.
Absolutely.
Appreciate it.